In this video, I wanted to speak about 3 challenges of being a full-time content creator. In 2023, it seems that a lot of people want to become full-time content creators. They want to make money online, speaking about topics that they're passionate about and things that they're very interested in. So I thought it would be an interesting idea to speak about 3 challenges that I see new content creators face when they're starting to create content for social media. Now, I think these are very superficial or they're very basic, but I think at the beginning they can be a little bit troublesome understanding how they work and why these challenges could affect you and your business in the future. Before I begin, my name is Leo and I make videos about making money online and e-commerce. So if you like any of those topics, subscribe to this channel and let me know in the comments what you think about this video or of any topics that you'd like to learn more about. I love speaking about making money online and I'm all for being able to work from anywhere in the world. That's exactly the reason why I started this channel. I wanted to learn ways of making money from anywhere in the world, whether it's with businesses or jobs. So if you're interested in that, let me know what type of topics you'd like to learn more about, and I'll definitely create videos in the future about those topics. So the first challenge I see that a lot of people face at the beginning of their content creation career is selecting a niche or knowing what they're going to speak about. I think this could be a challenge at the beginning because a lot of people might be a little bit indecisive on the topics that they want to speak about. So to select a niche, I think it's important to think about topics that you're very interested in, but also that you can see how you can monetize them. In other words, I think a niche is basically a market audience. And you have to understand that some topics are gonna get a lot more views than others. So you can't just expect to select a topic or theme and then just expect to get a ton of views, because maybe the topic that you chose gets a little bit less views, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're not gonna make as much money. Let's say your topic is art creation, or maybe you're an artist and you're focused on painting, on that type of thing. Maybe that topic is not gonna get as much views as, say, video games. That doesn't mean you're not gonna be successful if you don't get as much views. So I think it's a very relative topic, and you don't have to select only one niche. I think the best thing about YouTube and content creation is that every creator that's successful is different in their own way. So if you select one theme and you become known for that theme and you start to incorporate other of your interests, people will be drawn into that because it's more of you as a person. And I think we as humans are very interested in what other people are doing, and especially when someone is super passionate about what they're speaking and how they speak about it, I think it makes videos a lot easier to watch and it truly shows that you're interested in what you're speaking about. So yeah, selecting a niche shouldn't be a huge issue. You should pick a couple things that you want to be known for and then focus on that. And then as you move forward, you optimize. Maybe this doesn't work. Maybe if I add something different, people will be drawn into that. So it's all about being strategic. I think the biggest action point is simply starting to create content and to have an idea of what you want to create. The second biggest challenge for people that want to be full-time content creators, I think, is consistency. And this one I think is super interesting because a lot of people might think that being a content creator is all about simply posting a video and then just not doing anything for like a week, maybe months, depending on your schedule. But I think being consistent and understanding that your audience becomes used to you posting at a certain time, at a certain day every week is super important. So I think it just comes down to being a professional about your business, because after all, you want to make money out of this. So organization and knowing what you're going to post and about what you're going to post on the following weeks is super important. And one tip that I've seen other YouTubers give out is that whenever you create a video, at the end of every new video, try to make a link between previous content that you've published. That way people will watch one video and then at the end they'll be interested in the other topic that you've already made content about, and that makes people want to keep watching your videos, because if they're interested in a new video that they watched about you and then they see that you post another topic that they might be interested in, they'll go back and watch it. So that's good for your channel and for your personal brand. Lastly, the third challenge that I see a lot of new content creators face is monetizing. This is by far my favorite topic about content creation, being able to understand how to make money from the work and from the content that you post. And I think there's a misconception that one has to have a lot of subscribers in order to make money. Well, I think that's not necessarily the case. I think you could have a couple thousand subscribers and you can make really good money if you know what you're doing. At the same time, there's huge channels who might have hundreds of thousands or even millions of subscribers, and they might be struggling to make a decent amount of money. So I think this one's a very relative theme. It's important to understand that it's not going to be the same for everyone. You might have 5,000 subscribers, maybe even less, and you might be making over six figures, depending on the topic that you're speaking about and the type of audience that's drawn into your content. So I think it's super crucial to understand the business side of the content that you're creating. And I was thinking about different examples that I could use for this, and I just came up with the art example, like I was speaking at the beginning of this video. And let's say you're an artist, you might think, how am I gonna make money speaking about art and paintings and that type of thing? And actually, if you think about it, if you're an artist, you could have affiliate links with the materials that you're using, like the brushes, the canva, the paint. You could have a sponsor that makes the paint or the brushes or the canva. You could have your own course teaching people how to paint and how to be creative. And digital products are the best because there's no overhead. So selling one is the same as selling thousands of the same product. So if you have a big audience, maybe you could sell them a digital product that they're interested in. So it all comes down to how will you make money in the future. When you're starting your channel, think of ways that you think you could monetize your content. Even if you're like far away from monetizing your content, I think understanding the path that one has to take in order to be a full-time content creator is important, because you need to know what steps you can take and what you can learn about in order to make money in the future. So it's super important to understand that, and I think monetizing is one of the biggest challenges for a lot of new content creators. But there's so many ways to make money on the internet, especially with social media, and it's just amazing the possibilities that there are. So to me, those are three very important challenges that a lot of new content creators are facing and are in their way of becoming full-time content creators. This is all relative though, so maybe this is a challenge for me, but maybe you that are just starting right now, it might be super easy and you might have everything down. So these are just a couple challenges that I face that I start to see a lot of creators also have in their journeys or in their careers. So it's super interesting to speak about these. Let me know if you like this video. Let me know what type of topics you'd like to learn more about. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for your time.